The usual amazing atmosphere created by a capacity 50,000 crowd and a familiar setting for the Celtic captain Paul McStay, playing his 52nd Old Firm match, which added to his 67 Scotland caps makes him one of the most experienced big occasion players in the country. For Rangers goalkeeper Ali Maxwell, it's all so different. His first Old Firm match and only his 16th match for the club as replacement for the injured Andy Gorham, although he does have the experience of a heroic cup final appearance for Motherwell against Dundee United 2 years ago. And the referee in his final season as a Grade 1 official, Douglas Hope from Erskine, and beside me is Billy McNeil. Any last-minute thoughts, Billy, about the team lineups?
Well, I think the importance of this occasion is underlined by the gamble that Rangers are taking. They're playing both Dave McPherson and Duncan Ferguson when obviously they haven't had any great match fitness. But I think that just gives us illustration how important this game is.
Duncan Ferguson playing his first competitive match since the 4th of April when he played for Dundee United. It's a big gamble by Rangers. Hopes and expectations all around the stadium as Celtic start the match. And the tactical ploys will be established very early on. The tough tackle right in the middle of the field by Paul McStay on Ian Ferguson, setting the tone early on. Rangers starting with Fraser Wishart at right back and Stephen Presley at left back. Goff and McPherson in the middle of the defence. This is Peter Grant. McGinley breaks on the right. The overlapping player is Tom Boyd. Peter Haustra matched them all the way back. Good ball by McGinley, chased here by Collins. Challenging player is Wishart. A careless one by Collins. You see the pitch markings there, the result of that U2 concert which took place a couple of weeks ago. Further Wishart wearing number 3, playing at right back for Rangers, where he played most of his time at Motherwell and also at St Mirren. Here's Grant. Oh, Galloway. Well, the pass from Galloway goes straight through for the goal kick to settle things down early in the match. Hateley's header. Good tackle there by Dobchak. It's picked up in midfield though by Murray. That's Wishart. Ferguson helps it on. It's a good challenge by Boyd. Dobchak didn't get a call. Dobchak complaining bitterly there that no one warned them that Stephen was closing in. Although it would have been very difficult in this bedlam, I think, to hear any call.
Darius Dobchak really slipping there. It doesn't matter whether or not he doesn't get a call. He should know that he's under pressure in his own defensive area. And really, at the end of the day, Trevor Stephen let him off a little bit with a weak shot.
So Tom Boyd operating at right back for Celtic, as he has been doing this season. Nicholas challenged there by Ferguson. There's Presley. Sensible safety-first tactics by Presley. Space here for Peter Grant. He's won a corner kick for Celtic. Well, a lot of space allowed there for Peter Grant. He just was not picked up when that throw-in came to him.
Well, Rangers' defence are very lax in picking him up, and he got himself into a good position. Didn't have a good shot, but got himself into a strong position.
So here's Dobchak with the corner, an outswinger. Looking for Galloway, who's marked by Hateley. That's McStay. McGinley's in there with Goff. Push there in the end on Goff, giving the free kick to Rangers inside the box. Charlie Nicholas also reacting angrily. There certainly was a strong claim by Celtic for a foul by Goff on McGinley when the initial ball came in from Paul McStay's header. Dobchak looking for McAvenny. He's away from McPherson. And a high challenge there by McAvenny, upsetting the Rangers defenders. Ali Maxwell was easily winning that ball, but McAvenny certainly went in with the boot up. Referee Hope, very calm.
I think it was a bit more of a threat really than a definite challenge, but certainly the goalkeeper had the ball long before McAvenny got to him.
So McAvenny showing his zeal for the occasion, and the referee makes do with a warning. Clearance by Dobchek. Tries this header, goes straight to McAvenny. Good interception by Wishart. Here's Duncan Ferguson. And a good effort there by the Rangers striker, who was caught late by Mike Galloway in the act of shooting. Pat Bonner happy to scramble that away for the corner.
It's a nice bit of skill by Duncan Ferguson, because it looks as though he's going to flick the ball under his head, but he controls it and gets in a shot that makes Pat Bonner remember that he's got to save the ball.
Pushing by McPherson on Nicholas. Nicholas taking up position there and setting himself strongly to hold off the challenge. Shot from McStay to Dobchek. Here's Nicholas again. Running into Stephen. This is McStay. Now Collins. Tackled by Presley. Rangers are concerned about the McGinley aerial ability. They're always looking for one of the big defenders to get on that far post area to match him. Dobchek to Collins. Cut off there by Goff. Very promising opening though there for Celtic.
That's a nice little indication of Celtic's superiority in midfield at this stage. John Collins gets himself in a nice position, but poor quality final ball.
Dobchek again. Well won by Duncan Ferguson, back defending. Dobchek trying to send over another cross, near post ball, up and one, it comes off the crossbar. McAvenny threatening Dave McPherson, who had the last touch there. Very close indeed.
Tremendous left foot cross by Darius Dobchek. I think Frank McAvenny got a little flick on it, but certainly Dave McPherson's head almost put it in his own net.
Dobchek taking the corners from both sides. Very awkward indeed, and very well handled by Maxwell, although he was under no pressure. No Celtic attacker close to him. Packed Celtic dugout. Now Boyd. Time here for Murray. A misunderstanding clearly with the front men. Duncan Ferguson, Houster combining. Galloway's pace tested there. Taken away cleanly there by McNally. This is Nicholas. McAvenny's in the middle. Very awkward that. Ball bouncing away from Charlie Nicholas. No evidence here, Billy, that the pitch has been watered for the game.
No, but certainly now the modern pitch takes water so quickly, so easily, but it certainly looks very dry, and particularly these areas that have suffered because of that U2 concert. That ball seemed to run away from Charlie Nicholas there.
Well, there's the damage to the surface caused by that pop concert. Confident play by Galloway. Warmly applauded by the Celtic fans. The angle was wrong there from Dobchek. There does appear to be a little sign of confidence in the Celtic ranks. The central defender have certainly coped extremely well so far, McNally and Galloway, and that pass releases McAvenny. He needs support in the middle. arriving late. Bishop's giving that away to Collins. This is McStay. Dubček wants it played square. Well, he's not happy, I don't think, with the fact that the pass was really set up for a right foot shot. He wanted that on his left. Here's Neil Murray. Now Wishart. High ball aim for Hayfley. That's Collins. Again, showing a lot of confidence in possession just outside his penalty area. Nicholas to Collins. Now Boyd playing it long. It's beyond Presley. Here's McGinley. McAvenny waits in the middle. Very well handled by Maxwell. Frustration in the face of Pat McGinley. This was a great opportunity for Celtic.
Yes, a tremendous passing. Pat McGinley's made a tremendous run inside the fullback, but he doesn't realise that McAvenny's loose in the middle there, and he tries a shot, which is well saved by Ali Maxwell.
That would do Maxwell's confidence a lot of good. The Rangers with Wishart, Goff, McPherson and Presley across the back. Stephen, Ferguson, Murray and House in the middle. Hayfley and Ferguson up front. McGinley's pass picks out McAvenny. The fine tackle by Goff. Well, the pass from Pat McGinley opened up the Rangers' defence, and it was a very fast reaction there from Richard Goff to deny McAvenny a clear scoring opportunity. Measured pass finds Collins. Nicholas. Not capable of that little bit of magic in that position. Still Celtic maintain the pressure. Dubček's cross. Here's McAvenny. Back to Grant. And a good first time effort that from Peter Grant. He rather stabbed at the ball to keep it down, but he troubled Maxwell all right.
Frank McAvenny does well here to control this ball, and he sets it up for Peter Grant. Peter Grant's probably rushed into the ball just that bit quickly. He tries to keep it down, and at the end of the day doesn't cause Ali Maxwell all that much trouble.
There's Neil Murray. House just lay off. Presley supporting from behind. Taking over the play there by McGinley. Well, he clearly thought that Presley made a meal of that. Setting it up quickly enough, the 19-year-old. Going into the area to add his aerial power. Does he? No, he's switching places with Goff. Then by Hallström. Bonner comes to collect. Well, in these situations, the goalkeeper has a very important role. He must come and claim these against Ferguson and Hayfley.
This is exactly what you want a goalkeeper to do in this situation. He knows his defenders run pressure from the height the Rangers have. He comes and takes the ball cleanly, and takes any sense of danger away.
There's McAvenny again, pulling it back well. There's McGinley. Well, under severe pressure there from Stephen Presley, who did a very good job indeed, making certain that McGinley didn't have a free shot there, but it was a chance all right. Celtic could have been ahead.
Frank McAvenny gets wide of the Rangers defence again, sends in a good ball, and really young Stephen Presley sees it late, and it's only the pressure that he puts on Pat McGinley at the end that makes him miss his shot. But Rangers must be concerned with it, the way that Nicholas and McAvenny are able to escape the clutches at the back.
Set up. Here's Stephen. A very quiet first half, Trevor Stephen. Very carefully watched by Dubček when he's come forward. McAvenny's layoff. There's Collins. Nicholas. Collins again. McGinley's outside him. Magnificent effort that from John Collins. Superb play from the little midfield player. How richly this deserved the goal.
John Collins has had a superb first half. Confident, he plays the ball into Nicholas, comes and takes the return. Not afraid to have a shot with his sort of weaker right foot. Not all that far away either.
Stephen flights it in. Off in the thick of the action there, trying to get on the end of that. Duncan Ferguson's header. Tom Boyd was strong. This is for Bonner. Well, every high ball causing a degree of consternation, but Celtic really have coped remarkably well in this first half in that position.
Yes, I think once again Pat Bonner comes out and retrieves a tricky situation. With big lads up front, it's always difficult to get the ball away, and when the ball's in there like that, it's as high as that, then the goalkeeper's got responsibility to come and take it.
There's McPherson. A little bit of a fankle there. Throw taken quickly to Grant. Misjudged it slightly. And the referee has brought the first half to an end, right on the 45-minute mark, allowing no injury time. It's been frantic, hectic action, with a real composure and class, when it did appear, coming principally from Celtic with John Collins and Paul McStay, and Peter Grant in midfield having some control in that department, but still no goals to show for that little bit of extra edge. It's half-time, and Celtic 0-0 with Rangers. Well, there were lots of earnest discussions going on among the Rangers players as they reappeared for the second half, and they certainly will be relieved, I think, to be all square at this stage in view of the way in which the match ran in the first half. The Celtic will be anxious to get right back into the rhythm they had towards half-time. Rangers, of course, anxious to break that up. Here's Houstra breaking. Hasn't had many chances to reach the byline. That's a good cross. There's Haitley. And it's scrambled away by Bonner. Caught slightly off balance, the Celtic goalkeeper. Rangers closest yet.
This is the first time we've seen Rangers get down either side and put a quality ball into one of the strikers. I have the feeling that Mark Haitley will be most disappointed with himself. He failed to really bring out a save Pat Bonner, but missed a real chance.
So here's Trevor Stephen with the corner kick. Well, Mike Galloway leapt towards that, I think, put off a couple of Rangers players. Here's Ian Ferguson, looking for the return pass. Tom Boyd is there for Celtic. Well, Rangers opening this second half as though they really mean business. Powerful play again from Ferguson in midfield. He's been marking McStay throughout the match so far when Celtic have had possession. Here's Dave McPherson. Murray. Back with Goff. He's overhit the ball, intended for Haitley. This is McStay. Nicholas wants the ball played short. Bishop, robbed there by Collins. Here's Paul McStay. McAvenny waits in the middle with Collins. Great tackle by Goff. Absolutely crucial that Richard Goff would react the way he did there. Collins wanting a fraction more time than was available.
It's a nice flowing move from Celtic and a good pass from Paul McStay to John Collins, but good defensive display by Richard Goff. He's been very good inside his own penalty area.
McAvenny trying to turn there. Couldn't get power into the shot, but yet more encouragement for the Celtic supporters. Presley's long ball, well judged by McNally. This is McGinley taking on Presley for pace. Supported now by Boyd. He too tries to take on Presley with a very good tackler. Again, there's a return pass, well controlled by Boyd. That's a good out-swinging cross, up goes Collins. Well, he gets up very well, John Collins. He's not a tall player by any means, but he leaps well for this.
we haven't seen Tommy Boyd in that position all often, but he sends in a good ball. John Collins climbs well. Unfortunately for Celtic, can't direct a header.
Rangers are warming up their substitutes. Ian Durrant and David Hagan, the outfield men. Helped on there by Haley for Duncan Ferguson. Well, his first series attempt at goal for Rangers. Got a chance there on his stronger side.
It's a nice little flick on from Mark Haitley, but Duncan Ferguson gets away from the Celtic defence, but can't direct his shot and target, and consequently doesn't put any pressure on Pat Bonner.
And there's the alteration, threatened by Rangers. Ian Durrant coming on for Peter Haustrap. There's going to be some alteration, and I wonder if it may involve Trevor Stephen going to the left. Ian Durrant replacing Peter Haustrap. He's welcomed by the Rangers supporters. It looks as though he will play on the right of a four-man midfield. Stephen has switched to the left. Significant change, Billy?
Well, I think it's an interesting one. I think Rangers are quite happy with the draw, to be honest with you. And they're saying if it's like this, we maintain our lead. We're not unhappy about it. I felt Husso was getting one or two chances in the second half to put some crosses in. And it surprises me just a little bit they've taken that threat away.
Machiavelli running into Goff. Well, now the referee has given the figure against Rangers. It looked as though Goff was looking at the ball and trying to play it, whereas Machiavelli was really trying to inconvenience him. A bit of uncertainty there. I don't think this is a rehearsed move. The chance was on, and a bit of pushing there by Presley. On McGinley. The referee looking towards the linesman. Well, some questions to be asked here. Presley leaning into Pat McGinley as he dived for the ball. Another change going to be made, this time by Celtic. And it's Andy Payton who's coming on to replace Frank McAvenny. A little bit of freshening up of the attack here. McAvenny's had a good match up front. What about that change, Billy?
Yes, I think it's a very positive change. I think Frank McAvenny had an interesting first half, but the second half we haven't seen very much of him. Andy Payton's sharpness might cause Rangers some problems.
Well, and asking a lot of Collins there. That is Dubček with that short pass, allowing Wishart to challenge. Nicholas, McStay, and Collins. Back with Dubček. Here's McGinley leaving it to Grant. McStay's return pass. There's Grant. Good build-up from Celtic. Fine defending too by Dave McPherson, who read that so well.
It's a lovely 1-2. Here you see the whole thing here. Set up beautifully. Nice low ball into the middle. And Dave McPherson, who's played very well considering this is his first game this season. He's played very well under trying conditions.
Dubček. Well, that is Dubček, a man with such great ability. Has had some difficulty in picking out accurate crosses this afternoon, and trusted with all these set pieces, but it's not really been his day in that respect, Billy.
No, it's an initially bad corner kick, but here he sends in a shot that almost troubles, certainly did trouble him, but almost sneaked away from Ali Maxwell. But the corner kick was disappointing.
Now losing out that time to Haitley. Here's Duncan Ferguson with a shooting chance. Great effort by Ferguson, and well saved by Bonner. Well, that would have made him an instant hero.
Certainly would. He does well initially here because he kids Mike Galloway on, gets in behind him. It's a good, powerful shot, but straight at Pat Bonner, who's able to save the second attempt.
McGinley wants the ball to drop. Good back heel. Here's Paul McStay. Delicate ball inside though. Cleared up easily by the Rangers defence. Counter-attack is on with Neil Murray. Stephen. Wishart. Celtic have had a chance now to bring players back. That's awkward. What a fine header that was by Galloway. Appeared to try that all right. Rangers will make their second substitution. I think Duncan Ferguson is the likeliest player to have withdrawn. Indeed, that is the case. He is going off to tremendous applause from the Rangers supporters. They appreciate his efforts after such a long layoff. And on comes young David Hagan, a 20-year-old. Goes to join Haitley in attack. This is McNally. Space now for Collins. Holding off Ian Ferguson. Beautifully controlled by Nicholas. That's Collins. Here's McGinley. That was well struck but blocked by Presley. Now Boyd. McStay. Boyd again. That's a good cross. Goff won it well for Rangers inside the area. Clearance completed by Stephen. Well, there's still a feeling that there could be drama to come before the end. Couple of minutes left. Can either side conjure up a winner? Here's McGinley. Out of play, says the linesman. Throws the Rangers. Murray back to Presley. This is Collins. McGinley. Collins again. Former Hibs players together, McGinley and Collins. Great play here by Collins, retaining possession, but still being prevented by McPherson from getting in the cross. There's Boyd again. Grant calls for the ball inside. This is Collins, played in early, and once again McPherson is there. Well, John Collins has tried all he knows to open up this Rangers defence. McPherson, though, has handled things very well indeed after such a long layoff. We're inside the final minute. Corner kick to Celtic. There's Dubček. Maxwell taking it well under pressure. Good piece of handling by the keeper. Well, he's coped very well with this cold run, which is an old firm match. The head of Haitley. Durant goes to retrieve, and there's no additional time added on. The referee brings the match to an end with honours even, and for Rangers uncertain, that will be deemed to be an excellent result. Celtic, though, I reckon, Billy, will be disappointed.
Undoubtedly, I think that Celtic let Rangers off the hook here today. They had so much superiority in midfield, but they really failed to create that superiority into clean-cut chances. They had one or two forays inside the box, but good defended by Dave McPherson and Richard Goff, preventing them from getting shots on target. But I think Celtic really have let Rangers off the hook here today.
Oh, the first Old Firm match of the season is over. Both sets of supporters can go home with heads held high. The Celtic fans with these scarves held high in defiance. But the Rangers supporters with so much noise towards the end, indicating that they were happy with the final score. Celtic 0, Rangers 0.